Okay, guys, today is going to be a very interesting one because I have three major questions here, and all questions boils down to what if? What if they're monitoring us? What if all you are doing, they are aware of it? So what if, what if, what if? Now the first one we have here is, what if the system is aware that you are doubling and has an idea of the possible maximum number of times you are going to double in that market you are doubling? So what if, imagine you are doubling, your estimated number of times you want to double in that particular market is about 10 times. And what if the system is aware that this is going to be the possible number of times you are going to double. Remember, in many games, they always put a times two. Let's take, for instance, now they give you the opportunity to double. Let me show you what I mean. Now, if you come to games like the manual games, if you come to the manual games, is always there that you can double your previous amount. Let's take, for instance, now I'm using 1,000 naira in this market, right? And I trade. If it doesn't enter for me, you can see that there is already an option, the future here for me, that I can double this amount. So you can see, right? This market means that I can double it. Let me put this on white so to be very visible. So it means if I click on this now, automatically the system is going to double my previous stake for me, meaning they are expecting me to double that amount. So not like they are not aware of what is going to happen. They are aware. In fact, they are going to make even more money out of you if you follow the pattern of double. Remember, previously it was 1,000 naira and now is on 2,000 because I've clicked on the double. So they are expecting you to click on that market to make use of that market so that you double. And when you double, you will be losing more. Now let's see. Now if I put in this 2,000 naira now and it still doesn't enter, like it has not entered for me, the next amount, when I click on double again, the next one is going to be 4,000 naira. You can see, right? Now it's 4,000 naira. Assuming I was to go by the initial stake of me going with just a regular 1,000 naira, I would have spent just 2,000 naira at this point. But because I'm doubling, the money is fast moving out of my accounts. You can see, right? So I've spent 3,000 naira, and if I lose this one, I'm losing 7,000 naira. So what if, that brings us back to this question, what if the system is already aware you are doubling if and they have idea of the maximum number of times you're going to double in the system? That's what if. Okay, now the second question is this: what if all our traits are recorded to improve the system for even better performance? Still, what if? Now, in this particular one, what if probably when you traded the first time, you did not make a win, and you double the second time, you made a win. So that's, they have automatically recorded that you have gone to an extent of 2-time doubling, which you still retained your account and recovered the money made profit along. So this time around now, they are monitoring you. So since they have recorded that, it will now improve the system that we have to extend this thing to go beyond 2 times. So that the next one is possibly going to be 4 times. Let's see if he's going to still retain this account. At least if he doesn't retain, we are going to even make more money, take back all he has won, then even take more than he has taken from us over this time that he has been winning. So let's see. Now, this is quite funny because a lot of persons will be saying, yes, that's true. They have been monitoring me. This has happened to me. So now this time around, you doubled for about how many times? 4 times. And the fifth one, it entered for you. You have used a 5 times trading power. Now, in this 5 time trading power you used, the system, you have shocked the system. You have surprised them on their own end that it still entered for you. Wow, this person is able to survive in this market for even this time. What does this person have in store for us? As they are contemplating, you too, you are on this other end contemplating that, this thing, since I've been trading, it has never gotten to this extent. Now, this time it got to 4 times. Let me extend my calculation by 3 times or 2 times. So you extended your calculation by 3 more times. Now, this time around, they have improved on their system. Now, I'm not laughing at you, but I know of someone that this has happened to, you understand? So I'm going to show you a few reactions from some persons. Now, at this time now, the system now shocked you. They shocked you very hard. Now you are probably a 7 time trading power and it happens to enter on that 6th one again. You now said, Jesus, those people, these people are always after your life. Okay. Okay, let's just slide to the next question. Okay. Okay, then what if? What if whenever you use your trading power, the system records it, then it extends the negative parallel trend according to your previous trading power. And then the more you extend your trading power to be safe in the market, the higher the next negative parallel trend to it will even come out to even eat you harder. Let's take for instance, from 2 times you have extended your calculation to 13 times just for another negative trend to come this time around to enter for you on the 14th one or 15th one. Meaning, after you must have blown your account, the next 2 times it just entered for you. You just put your hand on your head like this. See, or that particular one that you did not trade at that point that you say, let me not trade, let me just watch this market because this thing is just going the way village people must have gotten hold of me. You understand? Then at that point now, you made the win. You now say, you started regretting why you did not trade on that particular market, or even instead of it to use the actual amount that you're supposed to trade on in that market, you now reduce the money. You understand? You now use, for instance, if you're supposed to use 70,000 naira to trade in a single trade at that point in time, you now reduce it to, let me just try 10,000 naira. Because the way these people are going now, it's more like they're after my life, even though they are not actually after your life, though. Now, at that point, it's entered for you. Now, if you had used the 70,000 naira, you would have recovered back all your losses and made profit too. But the fear of the unknown had gripped you, and at that point, you have decided that no, you don't have the confidence to go into the market with the required amount. Now, that is what if for you. So, I'm going to give you some explanations to this, but before I do that, let me also share with you someone's comments here. Okay. This person said, now I have explained this particular one. The trade for going smoothly, then I could predict the next trade, but every time suddenly changed. Then changed to the point I was even confused on what was happening. Now once I shout say this one these people don't catch me. Now this person reacted to my status yesterday saying that she was able to predict, in fact, the exact right outcome to come out in the market at some point after spending some time in the system, and she was very happy, making very good progress. Then getting to some point, it happens that suddenly the market trend changed, and in every trade is more like they were after her life. So at that point, you have to shout Jesus. They don't catch you. You understand? So let's see what I have to say on this. Now, oh, there's still another one. And funny enough, that's in this phone. Okay, let me see how I can quickly send this over in this phone. And I wanted to show this. Okay, no problem. I'll just skip. Okay, now the thing is, the system makes use of, irrespective of any game in casino that you see, the outcomes that are drawn makes use of pseudo-random number generators. Every casino game makes use of pseudo-random number generators to determine the outcome. Let's take, for instance, in football games like the visual games, they make use of pseudo-random number generators. And is designed, the outcome of that particular game is designed according to that game. The pseudo-random number generator is designed to function according to that game, the market that are available. This because in some games is colors that are determining your winning, while in other games is words that are determining your winning. While in most games is numbers, the outcome of numbers that are determining your winning. So irrespective of the game, is this pseudo-random number generator that will be determining the outcome. So they make it a kind of fair enough. It has to be fair so that it won't be like they are cheating you or you are cheating them. And here is another thing to know. The system cannot just cheat you. That's because this pseudo-random number generator is using formula, is operating based on formula. So what's the pseudo-random number generator? Now, it's the random number generator, also known as PRNG, which is the abbreviation, is a computer algorithm that creates a sequence of numbers that appears to be random. So, what happened? Okay, so they randomly generate numbers based on a given formula. Now, see, however, these numbers are actually determined by a mathematical formula and a starting value known as a seed. While the output might seem random, it's technically predictable if you know the algorithm and the seed. This means, remember in every formula, like when I was in year 1, then in school, I don't know this formula things again, but in physics, they always used to make use of formulas. They always make use of formulas, like you want to calculate for velocity, time of flight, range, all those things. R equals to this, initial velocity equals to final velocity minus this final, this, that. You understand? Minus acceleration and time of flight, time, all those things. Now, if you know the exact formula used in this particular game, you'll be able to determine the outcome for that game precisely. But no gaming company, no gaming programming company is going to provide you with that information. That information is not even provided to the staffs of the company. Oh, for your own information, while you are thinking Bet Nigeria is bad, that is Bet Nigeria that is eating the money from your account while you are playing game. No, Bet Nigeria has nothing to do with your money there. Likewise, if you think Bet King is more fair or Sporty Bet or 1xBet is more fair, they are all same, because majority of these games, these websites, these sports bookmakers, they are not the owner of the games. What they do is they are all only like a middle party or doing affiliates. So they own the website, they are bringing the traffic, and the game itself is programmed by a different body, which you might not even know. So these games that are programmed by different body, those people, they have the facilities to be monitoring these games, right? They have the tools and the requirement to be monitoring the outcome of these games. You understand? So they can monitor the games. It is fair that they monitor the games. Yes, they do. But not monitoring the games to when you have probably used a high amount to place a stake, then they will now alter the result to be on the opposite market just to affect your trade or for you to lose so that they will make money out of it. No, that's not what happened. These computer program games, all casino games, make sense of provably fair system in the gaming. So it's fair to the user and both to the programmers. You understand? So what's happening is the essence of them monitoring the system and your taking record of the trades is for them to improve on the system. That when there are possible loopholes, they are going to improve on it. Yeah, they do improve on the loopholes to avoid them someone taking consistent advantage on those loopholes, because if those loopholes are left open, it's going to affect them over time. You know, this is business, and no business person will want a situation whereby they are running at loss. You understand? So it's a business for them, while it's more of a fun for you. Understand? So to you, you are playing it for the fun. For them, they are doing business. Imagine them, they have staff, so a lot of staffs, and maintaining these programs requires money for them to maintain this program. So if they allow a loophole to be there for you to be constantly taking advantage of, imagine they are going to go bankrupt over time because you just take that as a consistent means of income. But that does not mean you can't make consistent win from the system. It doesn't change anything. So whenever they detect that there is a high volume of users doing same thing in same pattern, same way, probably at same time, or from one area, they will try and look for a possible means to look into it and prevent it if it's something that requires them to prevent. Now, and that's again, while they are doing that, while they are trying to prevent that loophole, the more loophole they prevent, the higher they are exposing themselves, because when you cover one session, another session will be open. Let's take for instance now, if just like John said the other day, he said if it's 99 days for a thief, okay, it's not even 99 days. He said trading casino games is more like a thief and police. The thief is trying to steal by all means, while the police is trying to prevent the crimes from happening by all means as well. So let's take for instance now, the both of us are the thieves. Not actually we are thieves though, but in this scenario, we are looking for a means of exploiting the system to take advantage of the system to make consistent profit from the system. While the system, the security, the aim is to prevent such loopholes for us to be taken advantage of. Now, that doesn't mean we can't take advantage of the system. Remember, if 99 days for the thief, if it's 99 days for the thief, why not we win 99 times? Then probably they catch us in the one time, the 100th one. So that's if you want to still be there by the 100th one, or by the 100th one, you start all over from one again. Understand? So you'll be cutting your way probably by 90 times to be at a very safe side. You rest. So how do you do that? Remember, as they are upgrading, we are also advancing. The more they are advancing, we are also advancing. In fact, we have come a very long way. Very, very long way. If you know how we started. Okay, so guys, I hope this will give you hope that they are not actually monitoring your market. Now, I think there is a chat from Chief Tony, let me answer to this. Now, yesterday, he asked me this question. He said, he responded to my status and said, that means the system is recording everyone playing. That's not possible. I feel it's just programmed that way. Even if you are not trading, the outcome will still be same. Now that's true. If you think they're monitoring you, they are actually not monitoring your trade, because there are times whereby you will not be trading and that negative parallel trend that, assuming you were in the market, it would have taken you off, it would have blown your account, would have still taken place. So those ones will still take place. So irrespective of you trading or not, the trend is there. It's a program. It will run according to as it's been programmed. You understand? So whether you are there or not, the system is going to go as is being programmed. This thing is computer based 100%. Right? So let's see. Now I'm going to open, like here in this game now. I want to trade, and my aim is to trade that odd is going to give me a random trend. Now, so long as odd does not give me a random trend, first let me start with a zigzag trend. I want to make a win on this odd market. So if the win doesn't come as frequent as I want, let me go with 5,000 naira. So I'm going with 5,000 naira to play for odd. Now let's see how it goes. If it doesn't enter, I'm going to double. Now it's entered for me just in the first one, which means I'm making 9,700 naira. So let me go for even this time around. I go for even. It's still entered for even. Now I'm going for even again this time around. It's still entered for me. Now watch. At this point that it has entered for me on a parallel trend, I will now be feeling, yes, I've gotten the secrets of these people, because the next one I'm going to definitely trade on odd this time. Understand? Now I will not be feeling, yes, I've gotten hold of these people, so here is what is going to happen. I will now increase my stake to 25,000 naira and go for the odd this time around. Funny, you see, right? Now it's entered for me, right? Now that it entered for me, let me shock you. I'm going for even this time around. Feeling like, see, it always starts with a grips of temptation. And that temptation is when you have made consistent winning from the system, your mind will be telling you that, assuming, let's take for instance, I was using 5,000 naira and I was making 9,700 naira, so that's an addition of 4,700 naira from per win in less than 5 seconds. I made that in 3 consecutive wins, and now in my mind I'm now saying that, see, assuming I was using a higher capital in these 3 times, if I was using 20,000 naira now, I would have been making social amounts from these 3 wins. So what if I just increased it? And I increased it. When you are increasing your stake, that when you follow that temptation to increase your stake, not like it will not enter for you in the immediate one, it might possibly enter for you. But how long is it going to enter for you? That's the problem. Now that it has entered for me, out of confidence now, I might even go into here with 50,000 naira, thinking I have gotten hold of the system, whereas it's not so. Do you understand? This is the message I'm trying to pass. You can never get hold of the system because the system is using truly random numbers. Is randomly generated. Now, let's see. Now, it's entered for me again. Now that it has entered for me now, it does not mean the system is now favoring me. So at this point that is constantly entering for you, why don't you feel that, this system is good though? It's just entering for you. These people are just in your favor. Why don't you say, Why don't you feel like these people, they are okay? So even when the bad times come, the bad moments come, it's still okay. At least they favored you. This same favor that you have gotten, you are going to experience a negative parallel change in this same magnitude. Just like that law of physics that said, if this can is here, is going to remain here exactly as it is here until an external force acts on this thing before this thing is going to move. If you remember, there is one principle in this trading that I always state. That's for my students. The previously reoccurring events. If you know that principle, you will understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to state that theoretical principle here. Okay, now back to this. Let me show you something here. Now, this that you are seeing here, this application is a random number generator. Now, this random number generator works in similar way as the 49 Java works and every other number games works. Let me split the screen so that it's going to work side by side with another. Okay. Let this run on the interface. Then let's the other random number generator. Okay, let me just split it instead of okay, let me split this. Okay, now is there. Then on this side, let it be who show the app. Okay, let me use this one. Okay, now just watch out. I'm going to show you something now here. In this particular draw, draw 0. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Let not be as if I'm targeting a particular point. 0 0 0. Now at this point, you configure this random number generator. I'm not telling you to go and download this and use this, so please, this does not in any way have to do with the exact outcome of this game, this 49 jar. Okay, I'm only using it to illustrate and explain what I have said. Now we have a total of 49 balls, start ranging from 1. Then let me show you how to make use of this column. In this column now, you are going to exclude the previously drawn numbers. So let me take these 3 previous numbers, 1, 2, 3. These 3 draws from, so the 3 draws are going to be from this. Let me change this to black. Okay, it's going to be from this column, and this column. Okay, so let me mark this. I'm going to exclude these numbers. So let's do this. The first one is 30. So we exclude 30. Okay, coming. We exclude 30. And the second one is 3. We exclude 3. The fourth one is 26, followed by 17, followed by 8, followed by 36, followed by 48. We have gotten to this line now, the second draw. 48 and 27, then 32, then 8, then 46, and then 35. Okay, the next one is 6. We exclude 6. 7. We exclude 7. 22. 8. 46. Just watch and say a little bit of what I'm going to explain. Is not like I've exceeded the numbers. Okay, Now I'm going to save this. Now, what I need this random number generator to do for me is to predict one number. Okay, let me make it 6 numbers. Right? 6 numbers this time. So this prediction now is going to be on this one. Okay, this has been taken, this has been taken, and this has been taken. So is this one that we are about to predict on? This we are about to predict for these numbers here in this circle. Okay, so just watch. We have 6 numbers in this circle. So let's see. Even if one is correctly determined by this pseudo-random number generator that I'll be using, then I will make profit. So let me show you and let's see if it's going to be possible. Now 6 draws. Here are the 6 draws. We have first 29, 23, 31, 41, 1, and 33. So let's check the first one. 29. Is 29 in this draw? Let me mark the draw again. 1, 2, 3. Is this fourth one? Is 29 there? No 29. Is 23 there? 23. No 23. Is 31 there? No 31. Is 41 there? No 41. Is 1 there? No single 1. Is 33 there? Yes, there is 33. End that call. I'm on video. Okay, so is 33 there? Yes, there is 33. Now that there is 33, in the 6th prediction, there is one right number. Am I going to make profit? Yes, I am. Let's take, for instance, I'm using 1,000 naira to stake. 1,000 naira, 1k times the odd for this particular market, which is bet 49, is 7.8. So 1,000 times 7.8 is going to give me 7,800 naira, right? And the total number of games I played is 6 games. So 1,000 into 6 is going to give me 1,000 into 6 is going to give me 6k, right? So I'm making 1,800 naira profit. So is it advisable for me to keep using this method? Now that totally depends on you. This is a pseudo-random number generator, this app, and this guy you see here, Bet Ninja or any other game, is a total is also a pseudo-random number generator base. But the formula for this one generating the outcome and the formula this one is using to generate its outcome is different. Do you understand? The formula that this 49jar is using to determine their own outcomes and the formula this guy is using to determine its own outcome is different. So is it a coincidence that the outcomes are drawn? Yes, it's a coincidence. However, it's a good coincidence that will repeat itself again. How do I mean by it's going to repeat itself again? Now, this means if you can manually do this, but this app is going to do it better for you. If you take away these last 2 draws, let's take for instance now, you have a total of 1 to 49, right? So if you take away these last 2 draws, that's about approximately 10 to 12 numbers. I'm saying 10 to 12 numbers because in this next draw now, this one might repeat some of the numbers at times, you understand? But let's say it's 12 numbers. Now, if you remove 12 numbers out of that 49 numbers, is going to be left with 37 numbers, right? So in that 37 numbers, this system, this application is going to help you determine the next prediction based on your the number of the number of balls you want it to predict. So now I set it to be on 6. So if you put it on 6 balls, it's going to predict 6. If you put it on 1 ball, it's going to predict 1. Now you taking 6 or more than 1 is arbitrary. Remember, I have explained arbitrary before, so if you have not watched that, you can go back and watch arbitrary. You know what happens and you know what to do when doing arbitrary trade, right? So you can go back and watch that video. So that's it. That's how it works. I'm not going to I'm not going to blow this money. No, I don't blow accounts. I want my team to blow accounts. Understand? But let me give them back 5,000. Let me give them back 5,000. No, 5,000 too much. The economy is rough. So I'll just give them back 1,000. At least in the course of this video, I've made how much? You know how much was there? It was 50,000 naira. So we have 80,600 naira profit in the course of this. How many minutes video? 36 minutes video. So I'm going to end it. I don't want the video to be too long. That's it for today, and that's it for pseudo-random number generators, and that's it for the system is following me or village people no get our time when it comes to computer. See, in the course of this, I've trained a lot of pastors and a lot of persons from the opposite side. I know that, yes, these guys are good. If you like fast, they have tried it. It's not applicable yet. See, there are times whereby you will double and it will get to that point whereby you will use your last amount. If this one does not enter for you, have blown your account. At that point, you may not even have the courage to look at the system. You just lean down and be praying that, God, please, if this one enter for me, if this one just enter for me, I will suspend this thing small first. God doesn't have anything to do with casino. God knows send you. If it comes to casino, it doesn't answer prayer. So leave prayer aside and do what's right. I say I'm a firm believer. I love God. But if it comes to casino, I will say, if I believe in God, now let me do one magic now. I believe in God. It's more like I'm joking over it. I'm not going to do it. So it's not a joke thing. Even the opposite religion, the opposite believers have tried it. They have knocked kung, then they played it. No result, not the expected result. In fact, you can't even compare it to, if you like, be very tough in that side. If me and you is sitting and playing this game, you nothing near me. So that's the thing. I'm not a thing of bragging, but the truth is, this thing has principles. You understand? And principles are meant to be obeyed. You understand? So it's not about belief when it comes to this. It's about understanding. We've come a long way. So see you guys when we see again, guys. And I hope you're going to subscribe, share this video to someone who always feel they are monitoring him. Let him see and let him know that they are not monitoring him, okay? They're not monitoring us. We are the ones that are after their life, because we just want to win by all means. We are really after their lives. Okay, see you in the comment section and later on.